Hi guys, so today we're going to talk a little bit more about databases here. Maybe you've already heard a lot about databases. You already heard uh, the term of databases everywhere, like in the software engineer stuff and then in the computer science stuff too. Let's see what is actually database is. So as you know, that databases is actually, if you think of, you can imagine that you have an application like maybe an Instagram or anything social media. Every time you want to go inside, the social media doesn't know, the application doesn't know that it is you. Like you started all over from the beginning again. You have to like making an account and then all of your posts is never there, and then there is actually no data in the application. So that's where databases handle this part. So actually if you have like an app here and then you have actually the data, right, which is the app going to see the data that you have actually in the databases here. So here is where databases works, which this means that databases is the place where you store all of your data. So whenever you want to go to the application, it can see again what data you have, and like maybe your data of your account and then maybe your posts or maybe anything that you want to store in the application. So that is actually database. Okay, so now databases actually have two types, which is there is database. They have two types, which is relational and then non-relational. Okay, so we have these two types of database, which is the relational and non-relational, which you can think of. Relational is more like a structure one, which is having, which is will store your data in tables, and you can say that um, if you want to picture your data in the table, you can use the relational one, and then non-relational is more like unstructured, so it's more like a JSON type. So these are two types of databases here, which is relational and non-relational. I think so that's all for today. We already talked about databases here, which you know that databases we have relational and non-relational, and we're going to explain more about what is relational and what is non-relational, and maybe what's the difference, and then when you have to use the relational or when you have to use non-relational in the next video. So stay tuned guys. We already know what is databases here, when you can actually store your data in database. Okay, so see you guys.